Thank you, my fellow Nigerians. I'm glad to be here today to come and interact with you guys today. My time with you is very valuable. So the only thing I want to cover today is very dear to my heart. How we women, we youth, and we people of the community of color continue to give mandate to thieves who are running Nigeria. They said that that we live on $2 a day. That is the statistics coming out of the Western world. I was having trouble relating to that $2 a day when I got into the United States, but over the years, now that I've dropped into the system, I'm seeing myself living on $2 a day, and it's very heartbreaking. That is the backdrop of where Bawa, the former ex-chairman of the FCC, have just dropped a big bombshell on how forging of documentations for the fuel that goes abroad is being used to destroy you, me, my mother, my father, my grandchildren, and the future generation. I am heartbreaking to say the least about that. And I'm ready to make it in such a way that I want to be able to say that unless we bring in a fresh mind to come and re-engineer the Nigerian system, our future is very, very dim. And I mean well when I say that. This has nothing to do with current administration. It has been like that because when I was young, there were issues where you will find the federal government setting up an example like you need what you call a repatriation fee so that when you go abroad, if you are brought back against the fact that you become a criminal when you get there, the federal government will use that repatriation fees to settle you in, or at least have you where you will be able to rehabilitate you in the system. What I did find out then was that some people will go and get what you call ordinary paper. That is not what receipt, federal receipt, and they give it to somebody and they will take it to the passport office and get on the face value. My big question is, if WAEC, that they are now saying in the next section would be digitalized, if the last jam only was successfully able to apprehend only 20 students who were trying to fake the biometric when they were registering to take the exam on behalf of their friends, only 20 of them, in that big number of, I think it's 190 million people, 1.9 million people, then if WAEC is going to be able to digitalize going forward, why will the government of Nigeria, knowing full well that we are not patriotic, we are not patriotic to the Nigerian system or to the color of our skin or to our mother, who were the owner, the running person that was supposed to be the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscience, then we are in trouble. Why will the federal government not say that the bill of landing, which controls the import and export, the certificates that you are going to be able to transmit to people who will buy the fuel will be digitalized where it cannot be forged. That beats me. That just killed me. So I took look at this article, and I read it. I was like, is it the same country where the sitting president has 17 rigs of gas pits? Are we talking about the same country where there are 10 billionaires were analyzed who are politicians, who have security detail, where they don't have to worry about somebody killing them? Because that's what they're really about, is that they're hiding under this big kahunu, and as such, they don't care. So my thing today that I'm bringing forward, that is going to wrap up in about 12 minutes or so, is to let you guys know that the country is on a trajectory to self-destroy itself unless if we bring in somebody who almost perished yesterday when he was in a flight coming from Abuja to Nigeria, to Lagos, and his flight that was supposed to land at 1:50 ended up landing at 2:30 with a 30 minutes window, where they were not sure of what was going to happen. The only good thing about that flight was that he was the only one, save another pastor, who stood up and said, I still believe in God, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, that everybody should calm down. That is the kind of leadership that he's going to bring the country onto. I'm pausing there because I believe that the future is in his hands and he can be able to make a difference because he's really passionate about seeing Nigeria walk during our lifetime. Again, this article is about one and only one single thing. When I was in the United States, I always see the statistics coming that says that Nigeria or the Sub-Sahara Africa live on $2 a day. I got living, and I was mad because I felt at that time that these statistics that they are putting on us does not in any way represent how can somebody be living on $2 a day. Lo and behold, it has just panned out now where that same $2 that we're talking about has materialized where I am now in the system and I'm living on $2 a day. When I say I'm living on $2 a day, people start wondering what do you mean by that? I have made my sacrifice on behalf of Nigeria by going to the United States to go and get informed. I'm not supposed to go to primary, secondary, repeat, university repeat, or whatever. But I did not go 6 feet under because I am full-fledged Nigerian. I don't have those things that would tie down the aspirants down there. Even somebody like as clean as the LP presidential candidate, he was still giving what you call an honorary citizenship in Dallas, to which The court later nullified it in Nigeria that so long as it was honorary, he's good to go. And there was something that is even running after him right now, which is what you call the dossier. The Comsac dossier, where they were saying people are storing money abroad and the money that they're stealing abroad. So if he is not an angel, I'm just going to say that because I don't want to say that he's an angel because he speaks from two different parts of his mouth. But that should give us more hope because you cannot be an angel as a politician and be able to still make it to the highest pinnacle of your glory. So, again, I'm going to say where you buy the we buy the we that day one of your omi oya na re ba pe bo oya ne seleke buy the kekese we buy the kekese we buy the agbon of your omi oya na re ba pe bo oya ne seleke. Those people at the diaspora are not going to say what they are going through. I had my fair share of it, but I was able to double down, and I'm back again to Nigeria to come and see what we can do to keep it going. There were more people yesterday that went to go and look into my last video that I uploaded. I'm very happy, and I want to thank you guys for that viewership. I'm also aware that the last time I released my last book, which was God to Goddess, I did have 175 clips video that I was using wetting the ground for the book. I did not throw my weight behind the book on the long run, and now I'm getting ready to release another book, which I want you to guys start beating the drum all about. I'm really calling what you call the ordinary Nigerian, my fratters and sorrows, my Kegates, SYZ, Kegates, comrades, my members of the fratters and sorrow. All of you guys are international, and I want to make this thing more international because I'm not a local god or a local champion. I want to thank you guys by giving you my phone number, and I'll continue to release it. And I am trying as much as possible to start doing what you call a dedicated time slot where I will release what you call a stream, my stream of consciousness, at a particular time of the day, like the way Nigeria Watch does. And people will now dial into it, and they will be able to make contributions, and will be able to collect some nickels and dimes from abroad because of the foreign, the differences in the pounds and shillings, dollars and cents at this point in time, where $2 a day was a shame then, but now it's no longer a shame because that's what I'm living on. $2 a day. And when you say $2 a day, when the forex here is 1.6, you're talking about 2 times in the pounds, in the UK pounds is 2. 2 times 6, that's 12K. I don't even spend that 12K, but I'm saying 12K at that point. I'm looking at my housing, my medical, my transportation, my data, and everything put together to mean that it's $2 a day that I'm living on. The key word is that let me first of all give credit to my loved ones that has got me to the present place where I am. I did not bring a single dollar from abroad to the Nigerian airspace. I had wanted to briefly just spend some 2 years in America and come back. It ended up becoming 40 years. As when I was ready to come back as soon as I was able to get a degree in 4 years. But nobody was going to have it because they said the system was going down in flame. Then I had to take a new oath of poverty and said I was going to look into doing what you call R&D, research and development on behalf of Nigeria. That's a sacrifice I made. And right now, I'm putting the sacrifice on the ground here. And I'm thanking you guys for listening to me. And my phone number is 234-7033627981. You can send me some money. You can send me some money by just sending it to OGIESOBAIDADA @Zenith Bank. Just Ogisoba Idada at Zenith Bank, which is becoming international because they just have an office in France. It's one of the banks that become international. That's local. I think he's the highest paid CEO of in the Nigerian airspace. Azimi AZIMIKOKO 5 @gmail.com. If you call my phone number, which is 234-7033627981, and tell me that you want to support me, I will give you my personal bank account. I cannot use that personal bank account because I've been advised not to do that because it's not a business bank account. But if you do want to make this project, you want me to be patriotic and make Nigeria work during your lifetime, you are talking to the right person. Let me take the oath of poverty right now. The money that has been put on my head, the bounty that has been put on my head, has not been misplaced. Since I got here, I have spent all dollar to dollar to the point where I'm even afraid to buy coffee because I thought that was luxury. Or I'm even slowing down not to buy too much fruits and vegetables because I feel that they are luxury too. So I'm living on eba, rice, gari, yam, and they are still very, very expensive on that $2 that I was talking about. I want to thank you guys for listening, and I wish you guys good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are working. This is Provoke Masha. Oh, Dada. That's what they used to call me. Oh, Dada of Marike. Thank you.